Hey everybody, Dan here for Argo Comics, where we do not just publish independent comics, we support independent comics. And this is your Indie Monster Haul. It's a special edition. It's an IndyPlanet Monster Haul, because most of the comics we have coming out here, all of them actually, were from IndyPlanet. So we got a stack right here. I'm going to do a general release Monster Haul very soon. So these are just an IndyPlanet order that I had built up. We have our Kickstarter, next Thunder Zone Returns Kickstarter pre-launch page up. I'll have the link in the description below. And another link we will have below is there's a current Kickstarter going for Infinite Souls number 2. So this is number 1. Okay. Let's see if we can get this. 1 of 2 is right there on the screen. So Infinite Souls, Alan Silverwood bringing you this one with PopSkull Press. There's the PopSkull Press. Okay, here is for anyone who wants to just freeze that and read all the credits. Oops, you could do that. Arnaldo Jr. doing the art. I've worked with him. Francisco Zamora doing the letters, which of course many issues of Argo 5 and other Argo Comics and Thunder Zone Comics projects. We have also the list of creators who have characters in this. Okay, Infinite Souls, a bunch of different indie creators. Okay, there's a cool double-page spread showing you the artwork. Again, Arnaldo Jr., fantastic work with him. Just like overall, the quality of the book. You can actually just jump on Kickstarter, get 1 and 2. There's like a ghost that they made with a color hold. Really great stuff, and they had kind of like these handbook / roll call type character bios in the back, kind of giving you a scorecard and who's who in this book, which is a great thing to have when you have a bunch of different indie creators and their indie comic creations. PopSkull Press, Infinite Souls, again, 1 and 2. This is going to roll into Twilight Order, which will have other indie comics creators with a team that'll roll out of this story in Infinite Souls. I myself will have character Freddy from the Death Squad. He will be a part of that. So this is laying the groundwork for that. Very cool story on its own. You want to pick this up, 1 and 2, on Kickstarter. The link will be below. And again, that's PopSkull Press. Okay. Blue Moon Comics came in with, Night Spider and Midnight Stranger. Again, credits for you to kind of freeze. Lloyd Smith and J.W. Irwin teaming up. J.W. Irwin has a fantastic art style. Lloyd Smith always does a great story. So the combination, tough to beat. Here's J.W. Irwin's art. Okay, it gives me kind of like a Tony Harris or Adam Hughes type vibe going here. To see that in his cover as well. And I mean, Night Spider was part of Diversions, which is like an anthology Blue Moon Comics puts out. I never miss an issue of that. And this may collect those stories, or it may be an original tale. I'll have to take a closer look. But you have the handbook style pages towards the back as well. Fantastic to have. Well, here's actually an ad for Diversions. So definitely a book that you should look into here. Again, there's our IndyPlanet books, proudly having the Kablam ad on the back because they do fantastic printing that we all really appreciate. Next, I went into a bunch of Big Bang books, okay? So again, I kind of like let this order build up a bit to a point where I can save on some shipping. I keep putting stuff in my cart and then eventually just make the order. Okay, so Big Bang Adventures, okay, does a few different stories. Oh, we're kind of out of order here, so let me go in order. We got Night Watchman, okay, in number 32 here. Okay, Night Watchman. I usually will never compare indie characters with big two characters, being that, you know, most people want to like protect their beloved big two creations. So any indie character is just going to be some ripoff of one of the big two characters, according to most what they used to call Marvel zombies. I'll say big two zombies. But Big Bang does, in fact, do tribute characters, obviously, you know, harkening back to Batman with Night Watchman. And they have Ultraman, which they make no secret is kind of like their Superman tribute. Ron Charles Williams doing the art here. Here's the credits. Okay, freeze that. Read it if you want. Gary Carlson, the main man over there at Big Bang, he did this story and Ron did the art, and Ron's work is superb. This one they went black and white with. Most Big Bang Adventures is going to be in color, like the following issue. Okay, and this one they have a few. Shutterbug, Amphibia Man, Protoplasm Man. This is more of an anthology story, but they went color. Amphibia Man is Ron Charles Williams. It's his own creation, so he brought that to Big Bang, has it in Big Bang Adventures. Up, here we go with the credits again. Read those at your leisure, just freeze frame. And again, Ron does a fantastic job with this in first initial story. And we have Protoplasm Man. Okay, different creators on that one. Again, I usually don't make such a comparison, but he's got the goggles, a stretchy guy, you know, obviously a little riff on Plastic Man. Okay, on that one. I must have skipped over one of these. Is there another? Oh, we got some handbook pages right here. Thought there was a Shutterbug story. Oh, maybe he's just, yeah, he's in the Amphibia Man story. So there's only 2 stories on this one. But great quality, of course, Big Bang. They've been at it for a while. One time published by Image Comics, I believe. This Ultraman has kind of like the trade dress of a DC Archives book. And again, you got Ron C. Williams doing art in here. But we have a few stories, kind of like a Silver Age Superman story, more like a Wayne Boring artwork style, especially here with this broad waist. That's more like a Wayne Boring signature type of thing. Yeah, so Superman tribute covers are in here, giving you the feel that it's like a Mr. Mixer's Piddlix kind of tribute, giving you the belief that they're kind of, you know, making that direct comparison. Again, with Night Watchman as well, we have in this one kind of like a Sin City or Frank Miller type style, or Jim Lee when he, what did he do for Image comics in this style, pretty much. Death Blow. So that is, again, this one's Night Watchman number 3. The others were Big Bang Adventures. All available at IndyPlanet. Alpha Red from Starcross Comics. Okay. Starcross, I've been picking up a number of stuff. One of our recent IndyPlanet Monster Hole comics, The Eternal, went to Starcross, and they've been at it for quite a while. James Wynn is the creator of Alpha Red. Okay, and this is number 6. I have 1 through 5. So there's Alpha Red. Great character design. Great quality on this book. Artwork's amazing. Kind of like it's a little bit of a Brett Booth feel to the artwork. Again, I don't usually make a direct comparison, but for the people who buy the mainstream books, this helps you get an idea when I do reference like a well-known artist. But all these indie artists have their own unique flair and style to their work. I mean, just some fantastic art throughout this book. So, again, you can look up Starcross and get a whole bunch of their books over at IndyPlanet. NRG Comics, a Toon Man. Okay, kind of like a, I'll say 40s, 30s cartoon. Kind of like in the vein of the Betty Boop era. Toon Man comes to life in the modern world. Okay, and referencing some other cartoon characters there, because he is a toon. Yeah, I was around to actually see Roger Rabbit in the theaters, believe it or not. So this has, like I said, old style cartoon mixing in with the modern world. Alex, if anyone who bought my Team North America or Argo Comics Double Shot has seen some of Alex's work in my comics. He's a great writer, and look forward to reading this one to see what he's up to with his newest creation. So again, NRG Comics, Toon Man. I think you web search either of those at IndyPlanet and you will find it. Okay. Marauder. Okay, so I was kind of like looking at that anchor for the M, trying to figure it out. So could be something to keep in mind, I guess, when you're creating logos. I guess in this respect at IndyPlanet, the title is typed out, so it doesn't really matter whether or not you can read the logo. Dreams Uncharted Comics. Okay, and we have Alex's name again. Okay. Yeah, Web Blanet, Alex Dorr, David Velasquez. Okay, see if I have the credits here. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. And again, Webb and Alex were working together at one point, and Webb wrote a story as well in Argo Comics. So it's cool to see them move on to their own creations. NRG Comics put out a lot of stuff, so you can find that again on IndyPlanet. But this is the first I can recall of Dreams Uncharted. And it's got some very vibrant colors there. I do like that. Again, I read the descriptions on IndyPlanet. The smart IndyPlanet publishers have some preview pages, so you can always just check it out. Oh, this is number 2. So I should have did a web search myself when I was there for number 1. So I'll have to go back and start building my cart for the next order. Okay, Paragons of Earth. Okay, seem to be public domain characters. They got the Dell Owl, which I just published in Thunder Zone. Our own owl and angelfish with a Tony Petrie's version of the Dell Owl. So, the Magician from Mars, if they do logos for everyone as they appear, that'll kind of give you an idea. Yeah, Adaman. So these are a bunch of public domain characters all coming in. Some very cool looking action. What is this? What's the name of this publisher? Percival Constantine. Let's see. Here's the credits. So you got the full credits right there. Okay. And we got this as Pulp Corner Press. All right. So, from the looks of it, I do like the look of the whole book, and I do have an interest in the public domain characters, so I will look forward to that. Now we got a bunch of books from ABC Action Bunny Comics. Preston Sky Owens, been following him for a long time, back in London Night Studios. There was books by him. Darkstalker, I believe it was, and always loved his style. And he has this book, Debbie Atomic, America's #1 heroine. This is number 1. Oops. And story, Ania's Girl, illustrations, artwork. There's another shot of Debbie Atomic. So yeah, just really great style. Always love his stuff. I will definitely look forward to reading this one. Okay, he had a bunch of books come out at once, or at least for me, because now, okay, some Action Bunny comics have a adult rating on them, so you gotta kind of check out for that symbol. This is the only one of these 3 that I picked up that have that. So this is a more has some more adult stuff possibly in it. But yeah, again, that same trademark, great art. Okay, often these covers are inked by Tim Tyler, so I have to examine more carefully to see if I see both their names on these titles. But on the credits someplace. Let's see. I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see credits on this one. But, and they have another book coming soon from Action Bunny Comics. Third one was Calypso Song. Oh, so that was Dream Shadow Fox Hunt. And this is Calypso Song number 5. So he is, he has a number of titles he's drawing, but he is keeping up with all of them. Okay, this one didn't have that warning for adult material. I'll show you some of the art. I've had a couple pinups done by, because I met him and Mike Leake together at a convention. Mike Leake I had seen a few times, but that's the one and only time I saw Preston Sky Owens. So I got a couple pieces from him for publication at that convention. And we have an ad for the next issue right here. So always good books, Action Bunny Comics. Look them up on IndyPlanet. Okay, Atomic Pulp. Okay, Sleuth Comics. Sleuth Comics. Kind of like Detective Comics, right? Sleuth Comics. Another Owl. Now we got Black Owl and Miss Fury. Okay, public domain characters. And this again has a Silver Age look to the art. Oh, I didn't get to the credits. Let's see if we got credits. Yeah, right here on that first page. You can freeze that and read it. Then we got letters column. So pinups, letters. Got a bunch of extras in the back here. And a little backup story with the Green Giant, and it's J.W. Irwin, who I was just praising before. So Green Giant, that's another public domain character. Got a Green Giant story in the back here. And there's an ad for a bunch of Atomic Pulp comics. Okay, so again, you should be able to track them down at IndyPlanet. Now, Steve Mannion put out One Subject Notebook College Ruled. Steve Mannion, Fearless Dawn, love his work. Always different like mediums, artistic mediums, and could be pencils, could be painting. I mean, he's a true artist. This one he did on like ruled notebook paper. Okay, so you got a story on like a notebook paper that you would have used in school. Always, no matter what medium he's using, the quality is going to be there. Well, here's the interior cover as kind of like a colored pencils or painting, watercolor, something. Okay, just Steve Mannion, can't be beat, Fearless Dawn. It's a whole bunch of books. You can look them up on IndyPlanet. Tantalizing Action, The Ace. Okay, and again, books on IndyPlanet. Gonna have preview pages. Kind of gives you an idea of what you're in for. Looking for some credits. Oh, there they are. Yep, read those credits at your leisure. But yeah, this just looks solid, so I went ahead, picked it up. Because yeah, the art style looking good to me. Little maybe Barry Kitson. That's what I'm seeing as an artistic influence. And if the artists are ever watching the videos, they can give their influences or tell me if I'm off. But yeah, I picked that up. Issue 1. Let's see, do we have copyright VaVaVaVoom LLC? So that must be the company name. But again, I think if you're looking up thrilling action, that's how you're going to find it, The Ace. Got a reprinting of Atomic Man, who, public domain character, so they reprinted the original public domain Atomic Man story. No inside cover there, but... and I did read these online, utilizing the character as the warden in Big House Blues. So Nature Man is really my big public domain comic. And Big House Blues, with Atomic Man being the warden, might be the only other public domain character, aside from something like Thor or Hercules or something. Yeah, Atomic Man might be the only other public domain character that I've utilized. But yeah, really interested to see the background, or reread the background of Atomic Man, because I do prefer reading on paper, which is why we're doing this, over digital reading. I had these in like black and white single issues, but decided to pick up a couple trades for Heroic Publishing, which I'm a longtime fan of. And we had the first Flair trade. A lot of Mark Beecham artwork, who is a very great artist throughout the years. I think a protege of Neil Adams, perhaps. But he does fantastic work. Mark Beecham. He has a great Flair cover that he did. And yeah, Flair was kind of like their main character. I mean, League of Champions has been published for years and years as well, and Flair is a member of that. So I always enjoyed the book. Sparkplug, her sister, that was a book I enjoyed as well. Been a number of characters who kind of segued into their own solo story. But yeah, Mark Beecham. Now it's colored, so I figured let me double up, even though I had them. Mark Props did a lot of work for League of Champions. I liked his work as well. So this is, let's see, League of Champions. Okay, Black Enchantress, always a favorite character of mine within Heroic. Okay, so, yeah, I don't know if this is Chris Marinin doing some art here. So I don't know if these are, I don't know if this is volume 1 or not. Because, again, I have the issues black and white. This looks like a more recent offering, especially some of these backup stories. So I'll have to double check on that. But yeah, League of Champions, Flair, both Heroic Publishing, both on IndyPlanet. You want to check those out. Sean Harrington put out a pinup book with his Spying with Lana. Okay, so you got spyingwithlana.com, pinned up, pinned down. And again, this is more... I've had a few covers by Sean. Just excellent, excellent work. Whether it's adult work or whether it's standard, more superhero type stuff. Anything he does, I will purchase. And this really doesn't have much that can be shown, but spyingwithlana.com, he has a Patreon, and he has a bunch of books on IndyPlanet as well, Spying with Lana. So I highly recommend those. Also, another link I'll put down is for our Creators United 2026 calendar. This is the 2025 rendition, the Jeremy Scott Browning cover, with all our bunch of Creator United creators on the cover here. So we just got the 2026 to press. Again, I put a link down there. And basically what you get is a Indie-Komix illustration along with calendar to keep all your appointments. Always enjoy this every year. Stuart Black did a great full horse films along with a bunch of our characters, Creators United, Creators United characters. So I really enjoy his work. We had a page here from Red Anvil Comics, who do War of the Independents. So, I mean, this was just great to see the month roll by and see great indie comics represented. Our friends over here at G-Man Comics had a great Gilbert Monsanto piece. They have another one in the new calendar, so pick up your copy to see that. And we at Thunder Zone had our own month as well with fantastic Carlo Gardi art. He's the creator of Nightclaw, which we have Nightclaw #1 available on IndyPlanet as well. So, Richard Dominguez, El Gato Negro creator, did December with a whole Christmas feast occurring, again with a bunch of the Creators United characters. Creators United, basically for indie publishers. So if you're an indie publisher looking to be part of that group, you just put in a request, and one of the admins puts you through. Originally supposed to be kind of like published creators. They loosened up on that. We had CU Professionals now exclusively for published creators, and Creators United became more of an open group. But again, this is the 2025. The 2026 is now available. Link below in the comments. I will ask that you like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications, do all this so we can get more eyes on these great indie comics projects. And I'm going to, again, be back sooner than later with books that were outside of IndyPlanet to show you what other great indie books that I have been picking up and that we need you to, again, like, leave some comments so that we kind of get a little more visibility on some of these great indie creators. I'm obviously backing them up. You can back them up by liking the video, sharing the video, making a comment, pushing the visibility up a little bit so people can see what great work these indie comics creators are putting out. And that'll do it. See you on the next video.